Yo guys, welcome back to King Oles. Hamzah Sheeraz has just beaten Liam Williams in the very first round. And yes, what a performance by Hamzah Sheeraz that was. Wow, wow, wow. And let's be honest here. As much as it was a great performance by Hamzah Sheeraz and he just did everything right in that fight, Liam Williams' punch resistance has clearly gone. I did not expect that fight to go that quick whatsoever. I expected Sheeraz to win, but I was expecting it to go. At least past the halfway mark. But no, Hamzah Sheeraz absolutely destroyed Liam Williams in that first round. Dropped him with a jab, just like Chris Eubank Jr. did. Liam Williams, clearly has a massive problem with being rocked with a jab. And, a massive reason for that is because he just leaves himself wide open for a jab and just leaves his head standing there, and his head's easy just to crack back. So Sheeraz did the right thing, just did all the right things. Easily dropped Williams with a jab, then dropped him with a really good solid right uppercut. And then, Williams was just on wobbly legs ever since the start of that fight. Not taking anything away from Sheeraz, but Williams, what was he doing in that fight? I'm not going to lie. But, again, it's a massive statement, though, from Hamzah Sheeraz. You didn't see Liam Smith do that to him. You didn't see Demetrius Andrade do that to Williams. And you didn't see Chris Eubank Jr. do that to him. As much as, those 4 losses all probably took a lot out of Liam Williams, especially the Andrade loss and the Eubank Jr. loss, took a lot out of Liam Williams. That's still a statement win from Hamzah Sheeraz. Let's be honest here. Williams is not like 40 or anything like that. Liam Williams is still only 31 years old. He's still only 31 years old. And like that, let's be honest, it's a statement win from Sheeraz. As much as Williams has declined, it's still a statement win from Sheeraz. And, the fact that, Sheeraz with a fair amount of pressure on him today, and Williams also having pressure on him, Williams knew he must have came in and won this fight, because now, let's be honest, there's literally no fights out there for Williams. It's literally pointless in fighting, because if looking at Williams here, if he's not up there competing with those top guys, Liam Williams is just going to be there with, fighting guys who he fought in his 2 previous fights before this, against 2 guys in fights that literally no one cares about. So what's the point of Williams still fighting? Let's be real. But yeah, it doesn't matter why. So if Williams wants to keep fighting, then fair play to him. But I feel like the majority of us boxing fans don't think he should continue. But for Sheeraz, there's big fights out there for him. And I feel like Sheeraz is going to be really avoided for a lot of these middleweights. And if we're being honest, massive credit to Liam Williams, because, Williams ain't afraid of anyone. And Williams never ducks a fight or anything, never avoids anyone. Such a game guy, and always goes in there against the best competition possible, and that's exactly what Williams does. So massive credit to him. But yeah, I think he's done. I do think Williams is done, if we're being honest with you. And yeah, but let's be real though. Massive stuff for Hamzah Sheeraz though. It was literally just Williams passing the torch over to Sheeraz that fight, basically. Because Williams, a real experienced guy in the sport and at middleweight, of course, and now passing the torch on to a younger guy in Hamzah Sheeraz, who's really skillful, really, really, really good. And Williams is a real not Williams. Sheeraz is a real tall guy for the weight class as well, with long reach as well and stuff. So he's going to be tough. And Sheeraz was able to keep Williams at his range easily. Sheeraz, got the fight at his range, and it was just at his range from the very start of the fight. It was just easy, nice work for Sheeraz. Couldn't have done it any better, let's be honest with you. Absolutely fantastic performance by Hamzah Sheeraz. Did everything he needed to do. Got real bloody massive power in his hands. 15 knockouts out of 19 wins. He's got a solid record, Sheeraz. Now he needs to keep on up in the levels. Obviously, yes, this was meant to be like the hardest test of Sheeraz's career, and passed it with flying colours. So, yeah, massive credit to Sheeraz. All the credit in the world to him. Did exactly what he needed to do coming into this fight. And he's going to be avoided. He is going to be avoided 100%. I'm not sure of any I'm not sure any exact fights for Sheeraz. I was thinking Heaney, but it's like, is Heaney really on Shiraz's level though? Sheeraz, like, Eubank's not going to fight Sheeraz, not because he's afraid of him, obviously, just because I just don't think that I don't think anyone really thinks the fight makes sense. I know Kieran Conway versus Sheeraz. Like, again, Sheeraz should probably win that fight. I don't know. It's gonna be really interesting to see what Frank Warren, finds for Sheeraz next. But we need to. But let's be honest. We don't want to see Sheeraz in there against like a random next. We need to see Sheeraz keep on up in these levels. And I know, knowing Frank Warren, like, I know at times it's but like, let's look at what Frank Warren's doing with Anthony Yard. He's not really taking too many risks with him anymore, is he? Like, I mean, he's going in with that Boatsy fight now, but Yard's last 2 fights, he's fought no one. Yeah, like, yes, I know he's coming for loss, but again, you never know what Frank Warren might do. But we need to see Sheeraz in there with some good, solid guys. And yeah, just a similar opponent to Williams, but a guy who will be durable and will be able to take big shots and will be able to really test Sheeraz. Like, we want to see Sheeraz up against a decent name that people know. Let's be real. He's certainly. I know it's certainly going to be interesting to see what happens for Hamzah Sheeraz next. I'm looking forward to it. Hamzah Sheeraz is certainly an interesting guy to keep your eye on. So yeah, really exciting fighter. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. I'll speak to you on the next one. Thanks for watching.